Hey, how you doing? This is Tom. This is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I'm down in my Radio Shack, and it is 6:36 a.m. here in Clearwater, Florida, and I just did a band scan using my Tecsun H-501x. Found a bunch of signals, and I've also got Big Bertha, my Grundig Satellite 800 hooked up. And I'm using a Megaloop antenna via that switch right here. Is not the best switch in the world, but this switches the antenna between this radio and Grundig radio. So we're going to do a quick band scan here and see how these radios compare and how conditions are this morning. So got Preacher Man here at 3.220. Coming in pretty good. 15 minutes ago it was coming in excellent. Okay, now we can switch the antenna over to the Grundig, and then we'll punch in 3220. Turn the volume up. Not doing too good. Oh, I'm on single sideband. Let's get off of there. Okay. Not doing too good. I don't know why it all of a sudden went down. Maybe my switch is not working. Let me try my switch. No. Look at that. Now I promise you that 15 minutes ago that frequency was working great on this radio. I don't know what changed. I was in lower sideband. I switched it back to AM, and the signal's gone. Struggling. Okay, let's move up. I don't know what that's about. Okay, let's move up. Here's Canada, WWV, 1230. Now that's coming in good. That's the Grundig, of course. We'll switch the antennas to this one. Now, right now, this instant, or this few seconds, the Grundig is doing better. I'll switch back. Conditions are really changing. Okay, let's go to the next one. Preacher Man again, 4.790, 4790. Not too good. We'll switch antennas back to this one. Very weak. I had all those good signals 15 minutes ago, now they're faded out. I guess I came out here too late. Okay, let's go up. No, nothing there. There's Preacher Man. Let me turn this down. Now, when I say Preacher Man, it's the station that he's normally on, and of course he's dead now, so they're just doing replays. This is out of, I think, Tennessee, 4.840. 4840. We'll switch the antenna over to the, let me turn this back a little bit, over to the Grundig. Turn the volume back up. Yeah.
their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue that's his name, Apollyon.
Now let me see something here. See what we got for bandwidth on this radio. Always forget to check that. 5, 6, 5, 3.5, 2.3, 3.5, 5, 6. Now they're identical. This was 5. This was, whoops, this was 6. Now they're both 6 for bandwidth. So let's switch back to this guy. Turn this volume down. Hope I'm not confusing you. Now that sounds better. So that was a difference I had. So it makes a little bit of difference. Signal is 59, 54. On this radio, it's we switch the antenna back to the Grundig. It's between an S7 and an S9. Turn this volume down. Turn this one back up. That's coming in good.
It had been given to him by man. When man sinned, God gave man the notion.
Now this setup is not perfect by any means, because we have, as I showed you before, we have this kind of cheapo switch, antenna switch, which should be good for receiving. It's supposed to be good for 1,000 watts transmitting, but I don't know. And then we have different coax going to the different radios. Here's the coax, and I'm using an adapter to plug it into the Tecsun. The other one is using this gray coax, completely different. Now, whether the characteristics as far as signal attenuation and whatever, I have no idea. And it does use, I don't think it has to use an adapter. So it's using these two connectors on both ends, where this one I have to have this adapter right here. So that's some of the difference. Although the radios, they sound pretty close. Let's move on. I'm jabbering too much. Okay. I don't think there's anything there now. 4980, that's gone. Let me see if there's anything on the Grundig. 4980, 4980. Switch the antenna. Oh, the antenna was on the Grundig. I knew I'd get confused. Pretty weak. Sounds like a preacher man. Okay, now let's switch back here. Sounds a little stronger there. Really coming and going. Let me move my camera back around. So let's see if we got WV on 5 megahertz. Yep, we did. There it is. Noisy. Coming up in a minute. There, it quieted down. Come on. Try to see if I can hear the female voice. Then of course I had to talk over, but I didn't hear the female voice. And the male voice was pretty badly distorted. So let's switch to the Grundig, to the 5 megahertz. Switch the antenna back over. Turn this one down. Turn this one up. Pretty weak. Okay, I heard, you probably didn't hear it, the female voice was there, very weak, stay down in the noise. Let's go on. 5025, 5025. Really weak. Switch over to this one. Yeah, down in the noise. So I'm losing the signals. It's 647 now. Let's go to the next one. That's pretty weak. Preacher Man 5.85. There we go. 5.890.
Great growing of the British Empire. That might go back to the southern
Switch over to the Grundig and plug in 5890.
When God began the spiritual reformation under Martin
Switch the antenna. Turn the volume up.
And then her eagle's
About the same.
which became the United States of America. I'm reading from chapter 7, verse 4 of the book of Daniel.
I would say, I mean, they're very close, but I would say that the audio on the Grundig is a little clearer. Maybe it's the tone. I've got, you can set the bass boost and treble boost. I've got the treble boost all the way up and the bass all the way down on this radio. That could be the difference. Let me see if I can switch real quick.
From the UK, and it mounted up and became a great, great nation, exalted higher than even the UK. British government, its wings were plucked, and it became like a man. Everyone knows the United States has claimed this humanitarian attitude. It's human.
I think the difference is that the Grundig noise level on the Grundig is a little lower, or the signal is a little higher, and it makes it sound, the audio sound a little clearer. I think that's a difference, and it's just ever so slight. Let's go to the next one. Oh, there's Overcomer.
Yes, I need to study. Yes, I need
That's
to
clear as a bell.
I need to do all these things. I need to be praying. I need to be fasting. All of those things. But at some point, my faith had to rise to that place where
5.935.
As silly as that seems,
I'll switch to the Grundig.
God knew. This is my
Turn this down. Still getting a pretty good signal even when the antenna switched, supposedly. 5935.
Combined power.
This task. Now,
Oh, that's clear as a bell.
if you think God has honored my prayers, because I don't need to ask you, I know He has. That is true for you as well. So when I say don't get discouraged, it's easy to say, well, you know.
Okay, we'll move on.
That's easy. It would be easy for me to say, well, you don't know how tough it is.
6030.
And I try not to discuss this too much, but unfortunately it always comes back to this.
Oh, yeah. That's music, but that's clear as a bell. That's probably Radio Habana. And it's coming in, it's very strong. It's, whoa. It's an S20 over 9. It's really strong. Let's see what this one does. Switch the antenna. Got the volume down there. Turn the volume up. Oh yeah, it's clear as a bell. Got its music, so we got to cut it out. Let's go to the next one. Pretty weak. That's music too, so let's move on. Nothing there. Music 7.245. 7.325. Kind of hurrying. That's a Preacher Man on 9265. Nothing there. It found a bunch of signals, but most of them are, not most of them, many of them are gone now, or very weak. Trying to find a good one in this area here. There we go, 9.805. 9.805. The switch, the Grundig, turn this down. Turn the Grundig up. Oh yeah. That's like next door. Which it might be. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Más de 200 personas fueron acusadas de practicar la brujería y 19 de ellas fueron ejecutadas.
I'm looking at the signal. Oh, I'm looking at the signal level and I have no antenna connected. Okay, let's go select the antenna. Let's go back one. Spanish. It's trying to get away. Come on, we want an English broadcast. Okay, there's WWV on 10 megahertz. I'll shut up. Okay, I did not hear the female voice. The male voice was very weak. We'll go to 10 megahertz over here on the Grundig. And I'll switch the antenna. Turn this volume down. Turn this volume up. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to call it quits here. We're up to almost 20 minutes. All things being equal, which they're not, like I say, the cables, and depending on which position on the switch box here is better. If you consider those equal, I think the radios are almost equal. I think they're almost equal. Now, this has for years been my best multi-band shortwave radio. Big Bertha Satellite 800. It was designed by Drake, who back then used to make amateur radio equipment. And it's got a ton of electronics. It's huge. This chassis is huge. It's a monster chassis. So this is kind of my baseline as far as comparing other radios. And I would say, from this little bit of testing I did with possible variables due to the cables, I would say the brand new Tecsun H-501x is comparable as far as reception on shortwave to Big Bertha. Believe it or not, I think they're comparable. That's it. If you have any questions, I might try my little Tecsun PL330, who's the little sister of this radio, same vintage, against Big Bertha. I might do that. That might not be a fair test, but she might do okay. We'll see. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. That tells me I'm doing things you enjoy. I hope I got my fan on there because it's still quite hot. It's 85 degrees, well 86 degrees since I came out here in my workshop right now. So it's still a little warm in here. If I turn the wall air conditioner on, you wouldn't be able to hear anything. And if I open the side garage door, the mosquitoes will come in. So I have to leave that fan on low, otherwise I can't tolerate it out here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, that'd be a great thing to do. I'd appreciate that. And have a great day. Bye-bye.